Is it possible that TikTok is the bane of our future society?
Dangerous trend on TikTok.
Each had overdosed on Benadryl after watching others on TikTok do it and encourage it.
New viral trend making the rounds on TikTok. It's called the Skull Breaker Challenge, and 2 New Jersey students are now facing charges for doing it after seriously injuring another child.
Are you familiar with the saying a person is smart, but people are dumb? This refers to society's mental acceptance of a group's ideology over being an individual. The truth is TikTok exploits this ideology constantly and causes many to do things they otherwise would not normally do. This is fine when you are using the app in humor. But when this app is used to spread evil, it is downright dangerous and draws young impressionable minds right into a trap. There is many reasons TikTok should be banned. It encourages seemingly normal kids to do crazy, even life-threatening challenges. TikTok has a regular watch audience age of around 12 to 25. This is important because it displays the target audience to be the young and impressionable. TikTok is a Chinese-based company and is owned by ByteDance, the Chinese company. And Chinese companies are vulnerable to the whims and the will of the Chinese government. Not sure if you're unaware of what the will of the Chinese government is, but here's a few images to help you better understand. China is on a path of complete dominance over its citizens and its people. By its people I mean even the people sub to their app, TikTok. TikTok is a Chinese-influenced propaganda app used right now on millions across the world. It's constantly gathering information on you and influencing the way you think and act. The question we're going to answer today is TikTok really bad for you, and if so, how?
Before diving into this further, you are tuning into Coffee with History. If solved, unsolved, heroic, or just plain mysterious is your thing, make sure to join us as we go back in time and discover the past. On this channel we will post about anything we find notable. We are always up for suggestions, just drop them in the comments for a chance to be featured in future videos if we end up covering your subject. Without further ado, this is today's harrowing tale.
TikTok, claiming lives but not responsibility. Let's start by talking about the brain. Our brains are all wired the same, it's craving dopamine and excitement. TikTok caters to this reward system known as the pleasure center of the brain. The app creators deliberately cater content it believes you like, and mixes content it knows you do not like, effectively giving you the same sensation as gambling in Vegas. Just like sitting at a slot machine, but the difference is you never run out of coins to play. You could actually scroll for an eternity. How could this be bad? Well, there are multiple ways it's bad, but sticking to the effects of the brain at the moment. When your brain becomes rewarded by short content spans of 15 seconds to 2 minutes long, there becomes a big problem in your brain's attention span. Not only that, but also it begins to affect your hippocampus, or your long-term memory center in your brain, causing longer content to become less pleasurable, fuzzy, or downright hard to process and recall. These are early signs of Alzheimer's disease. TikTok just might be creating the biggest Alzheimer's generation of all time. Another major problem with TikTok, besides just the devastating effects on the brain, is that the trends it creates are downright dangerous and deadly. Just to name a few, there is the Chaw Slide Challenge. This is where the driver of a vehicle is listening to the song Chaw Slide. And when the song says lean to the right, the driver will swerve violently to the right. And when the song says lean to the left, the driver will swerve again violently to the left. The real dangerous part is when the song says crisscross, crisscross. This is when the driver will swerve violently from side to side. This seems harmless at first, but we have to take into consideration of the age group that is behind the wheel. This is mostly teens or young adults in their 20s, with relatively low to no real experience behind the wheel. This challenge, as I could not find any notable accidents due to it, remains nonetheless one challenge away from someone becoming inherently injured, or killed, or even worse, killing someone else. Then there's the TikTok challenge called the Skull Breaker Challenge. This is the challenge where two people stand beside someone in the middle. The two on both ends jump, then they ask the person in the middle to jump, and they kick the legs out from the person in the middle, causing them to crack their skull. There has obviously been multiple injuries over this challenge, and one does not need to wonder why. A long-term effect that lacks to show up immediately is that of contact seizures. It is a seizure-type behavior that forms from hitting your head too hard. This can further create multiple seizures for an individual throughout their life. It actually can lead to CTE, which is a degenerative brain disease, causing someone to completely lose control. As if they were in a roid rage, and it may even cause them to blank the whole process out. Or, it can be just like the case of Aaron Hernandez, where severe CTE led him to an outburst of extreme anger. Which is what some believe caused Aaron to go of the deep end, murdering even one of his close friends in his fit of rage and paranoia. The final TikTok challenge I want to discuss today is the Benadryl challenge. This is a challenge where young men, and girls, will take over prescribed amounts of Benadryl to record their hallucinations. This is what the company who makes Benadryl says about the challenge. Although online challenges may encourage it, it is not safe to take more than the recommended dosage of Benadryl. Doing so can lead to overdose and severe symptoms, including abnormal heart rhythms, hallucinations, seizures, and even death in rare cases. The rarest of cases, which is death, would occur live on TikTok while taking part in this social media challenge.
Her death was caused by a toxic level of an ingredient commonly found in Benadryl.
In May, Amber Jewison treated 3 teens in 1 week at Cook Children's. Each had overdosed on Benadryl after watching others on TikTok do it and encourage it.
The family of 12-year-old Meredith Prohaska is trying to figure out why her life was cut short.
They wanted to get high and see how it felt because of these videos.
It's called the Benadryl challenge.
Day one, I feel really weird. I'm really tired. But I hear you have to overcome the tiredness to feel high, and I feel it kinda, I don't know. This is deadass update 2, but whatever. It's a deadass like 2 minutes after, but my body, it feels like half of me is like sinking into the bed, like falling asleep, but the other half is like pulling. It's like pulling myself up, but I feel it. I don't know, it's weird. So I don't know if it worked or not, but I'm hella tired. And my chest just hurts, like it feels really heavy, and it gets a shock, and then that just makes me drop my arm or just like stop what I'm doing. It's weird. How many fucking times am I gonna say it's weird? It's weird. Like, bitch, I know it's weird. Bro, I keep spazzing. It's crazy. Like, my chest really hurts, and then my fucking arm spazzes. What do? I don't want to feel this.
Chloe Marie Phillips, 15-year-old from Blanchard, Oklahoma. She would sadly lose her life on August 21, 2020 trying to perform the challenge. Not only would TikTok leave the video of her overdose online for multiple days after her death, but they even created a category and hashtag commemorating the moment. The reason I say this is because the hashtag associated to the challenge that took her life is still posted and celebrated today. The real question is, why do the kids stay so engaged even though they know these devastating effects? It's an addiction. It comes back to pure unadulterated addiction. Kids are drug addicts for TikTok, needing their fix at this point. Who in their right mind would know these damaging effects and continue to watch this content? Do you believe this could be the end times the Bible speaks of? 2 Timothy 3:1-2. Deny yourself in the last days, for people will be lovers of themselves. Timothy 3:13-15. But evil men and impostors will grow worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. But you must continue in the things which you have learned, and been assured of, knowing from whom you have learned them, and that from childhood you have known the Holy Scriptures, which are able to make you wise for salvation through faith, which is in Christ Jesus. Now I do not know about everyone else, but to me the Scriptures fit the times. All I can say is, do not follow blindly. For the blind will end up in the same ditch as the ones who are leading. These challenges, and the love of oneself, is evidence of blind leading the blind. We are all much more than just the amount of followers we have. And anyone who encourages you to partake in challenges that could take your life are by no means the followers you should want. With followers, or encouragers like that, you are only destined to be pulled down a dark path. Thank you for joining us here at Coffee with History. Since you made it this far, hit that like and subscribe button for multiple uploads weekly. Now check out some of our other videos by clicking one of the links above. Thank you all and God bless.